Hello everyone, I'm Surabhi. Welcome to my channels. Today this video is very impromptu just to show the lab book for my 6-year-old because for the last video, which is the curriculum for my 6-year-old, people complained that I did not show the lab book inside and everything. So I understand that. So I just thought I'll show you the process for the lab book for my 6-year-old. It is a little different than the other one because my 6-year-old can't read, she can't write. So it took me a long time to figure out what to do with her for the lab book. She wanted to do it very desperately, considering her sister does it, and her sister is very happy when she does it. So she also wanted to do something on lab book, but most of the lab books are either very academic specific, not science based, and or very much detailed. So yeah, I'll just show you what we did. So we did a basic animal lab book again because my girls love animals, and I want to do a classification based, okay, the classification of animals. And again, this topic she already knew, in the sense we go to zoo, we talk about this all the time because like mammals, reptiles and all, this is a very common thing which we discuss in our home for many years. We have done many Montessori games of dividing the classifying the animals between mammals or reptiles or what are these, all those things. And that is what was the focused. And then in the end I also did classification on the based of food and on the ways of reproduction, again because we had done that in a Montessori way with the printouts and cutouts. We have done all that. That is what I'm doing here. So it says my animal lab book, but it is basically the vertebrate classification. I did not talk to invertebrate about her. I just told her that we are vertebrates, we have backbones, and we had played a Montessori game about it with the printables and everything. So that's what the read aloud I used. So this was the basic. She can't read, so we have this book, Mini Science Encyclopedia. I got it from a thrift store here. So basically, I had only this book which talks very, very minimally but very, very clearly about the classification of animals. We talked about birds, what are the feature of the birds, amphibians, reptiles, fish, mammals. Arachnid, I didn't tell her. I just told insects and arachnids are invertebrates because they don't have bones, and she knows insects have 3 body parts and 6 legs, and spiders are not insects, but she doesn't know what is arachnid and all. So just ignore this part as of now. But we did all this one. So whenever I was doing a lab book for her, I read aloud these things again and again, and asked her questions. And when you will see this lab book, so this lab book, she copied the stuff from here. So that was my basis for this one, because this lab book does not have any fact data. Well, if you see Manatee lab book for my 7-year-old, it has some fact pages, or the new video which is coming out about snails, which is a new lab book we are making, that also has fact pages. But this lab book does not have any fact pages. It was just printouts, just empty pages, and it was not, again, this everything was also not from homeschoolshare.com. I use some random sites, Pinterest and all, to take some printables, because this is more of a DIY version which I want to do specifically to the needs of my 6-year-old who can't read and write. Okay, so again I got this again printouts. You check homeschoolshare.com, mostly there'll be, otherwise just these kind of printouts. I got pages for this kind of stuff. One for birds, one for reptiles, I got one for mammals. Only this page, okay, don't look at the back and thing, this I'll tell you later. So I got these basic things like this. All these were empty. Just these print one I got. Okay, so like this was good one, I got this one. So again what we did was, first read aloud. I read this one, and then we talked about what are birds, which you think, and then I ask her questions. Okay, what do you think, bat is a bird or not a bird? No, bat is not a bird because bat has only wings. A bird should have wings as well as feathers. So because it says that it should have feathers, 2 wings and 2 legs. So bat says 2 legs, 2 wings, but does not have feathers. So that's why bat is not. Then we talked about flightless bird, non-flightless birds, like the birds cannot fly or something like that. We'll talk about these one. So first day was full read aloud, basic helping. Then I took out one. So like birds was the easiest one for us. So I took birds, and what all this says, it just says they have dash and are covered with dash. So again I told her, okay, what do you think it is? She'll say, Mama, they'll have wings and they have feathers, because That's what I read aloud to her. So then I'll give her this book and tell her, see here, find the spelling of feathers. So she can't read, but like for feathers she can figure it out. So that's what she did this, and she copied. So that is where we do writing, and I encourage her to read and give her confidence in you can read such big heavy books like your sister, like that is the idea here. And then breathe. So do they breathe by lungs or by gills? So that is also very basic. She knows that whatever where animals are out, they breathe by lungs. So yeah, with lungs. And give me example. Then again sometimes she'll look from here or like that, and then she said stalk. Okay, I'll told her, can you draw something? She drew and she color. That is it. That is what is a 1 day's work for her. Then again, these again are the, I had some other when we used to do Montessori work, like big cardstock printout work. I had some very beautiful images. So again, I all these pictures you see, they are from Montessori printables I had, or just random printables of different animals. When all this was done, then I gave her these pictures and told her to, okay, I gave a picture of snake. What do you think? It's a reptile or a bird or a mammal? Mama, it's a reptile. Okay, let's stick the snail here. So these pictures are not from the Lapbook site. They're like random pictures I clicked from the Google. And then, so again, when we went to reptile page, again we are doing 1 page per 2 weeks, because these concepts are still heavy for her. So if she's in a good mood, every Wednesday I'll give her lab book, because that's what we do usually, because Wednesday afternoon we have to go for a class. So Wednesday is when we do lab books. So I'll give it to her that time. If she's not in a good mood, we skip the lab book and do a busy book, because again, science is, all this stuff is heavy and she has to figure out a word from here. It's a lot for my 6-year-old. So that way we keep it very loose. So it took almost 1.5 months to complete it, only about 2 months, and it's a very simple one for that case. Like 2 months a lot for her, but okay, fine. This is what reptiles. So again, if we see the reptiles page here, so it's reptiles says our skin is usually dry with horny scales and we all lay eggs. She saw the example. Okay, I read it to her. Okay, now what do you think? What does reptiles have? Scales or feathers? She'll say, Mama, scales. Okay, can you find the spelling of scales? Then she'll again scales. Okay, can you copy it? So he sometime I have made a box just so that she can copy it and all those. This is a second hand book, that's why you see so many markings here. My girls don't mark like that, but yeah, there's some like I'll make the box, can you copy the spelling? So that way for her I make sure that the spelling is good, because she's not writing a lot, and she anyways doesn't write so much. So that's why I make sure that she writes, at least I can read clearly. Okay, they breathe with lung, again spelling mistake, so I'll help a lung make a spelling. They live on land, and they, for example, crocodiles. And then she tried to make a turtle and she didn't feel like coloring, so it's fine. So first 4 to 5 weeks, 1 2 3, we did this one. After we did this basic work, okay, then we move to, okay, now she's clear about everything. Okay, now we move to these ones. These are the difficult part, like bird characteristics. Okay, again these were all empty, so I drew lines myself, because I want her to draw, write on lines. She's young, she can't draw, write otherwise. So again now I'll not help her, I'll ask her, okay, tell me 3 things about birds. Mama, they have feathers, they lay eggs, and they have wings. Okay, can you this one? And then I'll help her write birds. And again, I think there was in one of the pages I gave her, I wrote these things myself on a paper, like, okay, asking her what had she learned, and she, Mama, birds have feathers. So I'll write the birds have bodies covered with feathers, or maybe coming from here, covering of feathers. So like that, I will either write those stuff on a rough paper to her, or I'll tell her to copy from here. So this is a lot of hard work. So one day she did just wrote the 3 characteristics of birds. Next week, okay, reptile. So I think this printable had these things, you could copy from here. I did not give it to her. I just asked her, what 3 things you have learned about reptiles? Mama, they lay eggs, they breathe air, because she could because she had done these all pages, she could go back to it. And then, okay, I'll help you spell, or you take it from paper. So like if she has written like breathe, so no, she did I didn't tell her she could like breathe. So I obviously did minimal correction to her, but she could copy from these of the pages on this one. And then this was like a revision part of it. We revise the reptiles, we revise the birds. In the same way, I read to her, like, what is the birth like for mammals? They lay eggs or they lay babies? Mama, they give babies. Okay, so this was also a printable given, but I did not give it to her. because finally pasting and all. So I wrote it for her that like you have to write gave birth to baby. So yeah, so again uppercase, lowercase, it's a mess because yeah, she's a 6 year old and they breathe with their lungs and they give milk, so all those kind of things we, but it's like this one is written by me because I was showing her that this is how you write skin and covered by fur or hair, that's how you have to write, and she was like okay. So there's a lot of hit and miss with her, not good mood something, but that's okay. My aim with the lab book is now when I ask her about reptile, amphibious and everything, she knows it. Now she knows it, and if she doesn't know, she want to go and refer to her book because she's like, I have a book, I'll go and check it out and let you know, mama. So that way this gives her the confidence of, you know, that she also knows stuff, because she doesn't read, she feels a lot left out in our house, because in our house everyone is like, she feels much more intelligent than her. So yeah, so that was the reason, that's how it is. And then one day we just did amphibian characteristics, she colored it, and again very basic. You have print these things also. Again, I do not want to give it to her to write, because then it doesn't solve my purpose. She will copy all of it and write one way. Second, she can cry that it is too much to write, that is also not working. And third, I want her to learn and recollect from her memory what she did. So that's what, even if these are there, I don't give it to her. I keep these pages with me, these cutouts with me, and she just, whatever she understood, she can take my help in spelling and everything and does it. So that is what is the amphibian one. So after she was done with her lab book, she was very happy because it took like 1.5 months or so, and she felt discouraged at time in between that her lab book was just not getting finished, she was not capable, while her sister is just churning out lab books like this. So in the end she was very happy, from Sia, bye, I love mom, like that, she was very happy. And then in the end we write about fish also. No, I don't think she wrote about fish, I just pasted it because fish was a little big thing. And then after we did this basic mammals classification, then I wanted to do something else. These concepts also I wanted to revise with her, because we did it in Montessori. Again, Montessori, that cards, you know, 3-piece cards you say. I used to do, so that's again, I don't know which printable I got, but I had this one where they talked about nutrition and they talked about 3 kind of thing. These again were my own printables, and I gave her these 3 animals and told her, like, you know, can you classify and stick. She loves cutting, so she cut these animals printouts, and then she carnivore, omnivore, herbivore. And then another classification we did on the basis of reproduction, that which lay eggs, which does not lay eggs, what is oviparous, what is viviparous, and again taking the pictures. So by this science unit, I'm very happy because this was the first step I wanted to do with her, and now she knows all these basics. After this we are moving to insects, so that is the next lab book for the next month. And again she's very excited. That lab book also has a lot of coloring, very easy. Again, she already knows that insect have 3 body parts and 6 legs. It's just going in detail and involving her in part of writing, and these lab books give her a feeling that, you know, she made it, that project kind of feeling she gets. And that's what I mean. So you can take any book, whichever your topic is, you have to read aloud, show them the pictures and everything, if you do not have facts along with. So that is how I did the lab book for my 6-year-old, and hopefully you liked it. Thank you. Bye bye.